Now you may want to create some folders in which you can place files and other resources for people to access. And you can put these across these tabs at the top within your channel. So here I am in the digital learning channel. Here I have one called Google. When I click on that, I can see I have a number of documents that are in this folder. So let's just take a look at how we do this. So I'm going to go back to the general channel. I'm going to click on Files. And then I'm going to go back to Documents. And then I'm going to go to Open in SharePoint. Okay, in SharePoint, I'm going to create my next folder. So this one, I'm going to create a folder, and this one's going to call Digital Literacy. And then I'm going to create it. Okay. So I've created this folder, and now I can do a couple of other things. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is if I click here, I can create a shortcut to my OneDrive. So if I'm the one that's managing this digital literacy folder most of the time and I prefer to work on it in my OneDrive, I can click on it here and it's going to create a shortcut. And so now when I go to my OneDrive, here it is. This is that folder that I just created called Digital Literacy. Right, when I click on it, right now it's going to be empty, but I can start to work in here. So let's say I want to create a Word document. And now when I go back to SharePoint, and if I go into that Digital Literacy folder, there's that document. So I can work on it in a number of places. I can also add to it straight from here, right in SharePoint. But I can also do it from my OneDrive. I can also upload files from my computer. So I'm just going to go back to my documents. So here we go, there it is. The next thing I want to do is check the way that it is shared. So I'm going to manage access, so not shared, I should say how it's accessed and what rights people have to it. I'm going to click on manage access. I'm going to make sure that I, as the owner, can edit, but all things elementary, I just want people to view here. All right, so there's no chance of anyone making an error and deleting something or moving something. So I'm just going to say that people can just view this, and I'm going to close that. And now I'm ready to grab the link that I can add to my Teams channel to create a shortcut to this folder. So I'm going to click on the three dots. You'll need to make another access adjustment. So here I'm going to change it to people in the Delta School District should have access. I'm going to deselect this so that people cannot edit anything, and then click on Allow. I'm going to copy this. Now I'm going to go back to my Teams channel. So I'm going to go back to my digital learning, and I'm going to go to Add, and I'm going to add this actually as a website. So I'm going to just call it Digital Learning, paste my URL here, and then I'm just going to save it. All right, and here it is, Digital Learning. I click on it. You can see there's my document that I created, and in the same way, then as I list more, they're going to appear under this More. So here's my Google one and documents in there. So that's how we can add folders to our channels so that we can store and share materials.